Map 1 going live now. Welcome to the second quarterfinal. Cloud9 going to be starting on the offense, Gambit on the defense, defending the bomb sites. And it's going to be just seized here today, but a default setup for Cloud9. No initial aggression, so Adren is going to take it upon him to go find out what's happening.
He's getting deep into top mid. If they both peek him at the same time, that just might be over. He's got the angle on one, but that gives it away. He's in a lot of trouble, and he's going to be going down. I think he thought he had the chance to do that right away. Seized wanted to follow it up. That was a coin flip almost. Like that, I mean, that aggression could have worked beautifully, but as soon as he let them know that he was there, it was going to be bad.
He obviously never saw Automatic. Seized is going to try and follow it up, and there's Automatic out in the open again, and he's going to win that fight. Seized down to 3 HP. Automatic barely taking damage. 75 health on him still. And I think Seized might have thought he did a little bit more, and yeah, this aggression from Gambit, the 1-2 punch, is more of like a 1-2 broken wrist. They've got no access to this bomb site. They have to hold off, and Cloud9 can have it for free. Well, maybe not for free. 3 quick kills. Hobbit, Mo, and Doja. Immediate headshots. How has this happened?
What did you say, Moses? What was that? My God, how did they all die within 1 second? Headshots all around and more coming in. I'm going to let you analyze this, Moses. We
didn't even get to see any of the kills. I
guess
guess
they all happened at the same time.
I guess the one thing that you can point to is Cloud9, when they do eventually attack the bomb site, there's no utility to allow them to cross. There's no smoke in jungle. There's no smoke towards the stairs or anything like that blocking off any of those lines of sight. So they have to kind of run the gauntlet, and they fail at it. So nice recovery from Gambit.
That's so odd. I mean, it's because it happened so quick. You just didn't get a chance mentally to prepare for the idea that they were just going to win that. Somehow, Seized trying to sneak through the smoke, gets caught by Automatic. They do have armor. They have a scout. Hobbit's going to be taking down Rush in the middle. The rest of the bomb's actually way back. It's up all the way up in the palace. I'm not sure what they're doing here, Cloud9. I feel like that's a bit sketchy.
The old drop the bomb far back and forget about it trick. We'll see if it pans out. Automatic going to get traded. Here's Finesse pouncing. At least they're doing economic damage, but yeah, it's just got to be that weird feeling where you're just like, how is the bomb still there? Who didn't pick it up? And you just turn all your teammates and everyone's pointing at each other. So FNS has a minute, so it's still possible.
I mean, I guess on the upside, they weren't in a position where they had made the opening and they were just waiting for the plant and that was all that was missing. Like, It would have been worse, but imagine if they had got 2 clean kills and they were like, oh, this is easy now, and then they have to spend an extra 20 seconds to get the bomb. That would have been really bad. Now, because so much time has passed, oddly enough, it's split up the Gambit players, so...
A chance for at least the plant. They're both on this side of the bomb site, right? So if FNS, he gets spotted here, I think he sees Doja. Might just jump out and try and get the bomb plant. He's got to just go for it. I think he's given up his opportunity. Doja, bring him down to 14, and FNS is going to go. Not able to get into the site. So 2-0 for Gambit, a good start. From a 3-5 on pistol round, or 3-on-5 on pistol to a 2-round lead.
Yep, cost them a couple of rifles in this round, so that's something that Cloud9 can take with them into, well, not so much the next round. They do have a couple of flashbangs, but more so round number 4, where all the AKs are going to start to come out. Slow upgrade of weapons for Gambit as well. They do have a couple of M4s in play, but still, Scout, UMP, MP9 in the 4th round against AKs, that might not be great.
Well, Molotov down on the ground. Doja getting pressured, and he burns 1 and frags 3, going for the ace, but Rush shuts him down where the damage is done.
Still, great hold from Doja. Very smart play.
Yeah, beautiful. Just dropping the Molotov on where they landed, jumping out the window, and playing at the van. Pretty simple stuff on armored opponents as well. AK's out now for Cloud9. This is good bonus money for Doja, though. Building up some bank. 5 AKs on the board. Still a scout on Mo and an SMG on Adren, so small bonus round, I guess you'd call. We'll see what Cloud9's going to bring to the table as Automatic heads towards middle. Nade is out behind that smoke. Decent damage onto Automatic. No commitment yet towards mid presence.
Peek into underpass for FNS just to see if he can spot anyone, but not quite yet. Seized is quite far pushed up on the A ramp, which is going to give them maybe some more stuff to do in middle. Maybe easier to flex a couple of people back there, although Adren is going to be doubling up on that aggression and actually starting to at least peer into the apartments over there. Is he going to go for it?
That'd be risky. I don't think so. I think he's holding the angle. Him and C's both just want to play close up on this A bomb site, play in front of the smokes if they do come out. There's only 2 of them for Cloud9 on Finesse and Skadoodle. That's over towards the B bomb site. This is looking like they're trying to set it up to be a fake. Those 2 attack the bomb site. Automatic goes in mid. It's actually pulling C's back and pushes a Dren forward, and he wins that fight. So now the question is, how much does Gambit bite on this? And it's looking like not much.
The bomb is alone on Tarek on that A bomb site. I mean, these B players have got to make a really big puncture in the B bomb site for this to work out. Skadoodle, did he not see the gun barrel? Now he surely does, but he's got no way to know if he can do this. Doja, this is very strange. I thought you could maybe hear the drop, but I'm not sure if Doja really knew where it was coming from. The bomb is now reconnecting, but there's only 20 seconds. This is too close for Cloud9. I mean, even with the kills that are coming in, I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Finesse has gone down. Automatic. It's Skadoodle bringing it back, but there's only 10 seconds. Any delay here, they've already crossed. It's going to be a bomb plant with about 4 seconds left, and that is...
What a wild ride that round was.
When it all comes together, it works, but I'm not happy about what they did, Cloud. I'm glad that they made it through, but that's cutting it too close.
That was so very slow pace, and really it's all they could have done at that point. Skadoodle not seeing anyone, and I think it's that weird moment where you have to decide if you're still, once Rush goes down in Palace, you're just kind of saying, are we still running this as a fake, right? Is this still going to be a fake? Is it still designed to get Tarek into the A bomb site, or is he coming all the way back? Obviously, he makes the choice to run the gauntlet, and that means they got to put the pressure on that B bomb site a little bit quicker, a little bit faster than they probably wanted to. But equally, it prevented Gambit from rotating anyone over because they were confused as well. They knew that they had the read that was going to be set up to be a fake, so they're equally not sure what's going to come.
Skadoodle, the first man in the bomb site.
Yeah.
So sneaking in there. Don't see him do that every day necessarily.
I'm assuming as well that Doja maybe was had some communication going on. I don't know how they didn't hear him drop down.
Yeah, I mean, it may be more obvious to us on GoTV than it was in the game.
Right.
I think that can happen sometimes. So let's not speculate too much, I suppose.
Okay.
But a bit of a shame because if he had heard it and could have reacted to it, that would have been I think a little bit tricky for Cloud9. 3-1 going to be the scoreline, and Mo would have picked up the AWP by now, which yeah, nobody in window, nobody on catwalk. I guess Hobbit is sort of starting to move that direction from the other side, but not very hard mid-control coming in here for Gambit. Enough that a couple of smokes will force them back.
Yeah, they're playing that contained style, aren't they, with a kind of a deep crossfire on catwalk. He wants to push up, and he's going to get punished. Gets the dink onto Tarek, but only gets the 1 bullet off. Nice response from Tarek, and Rush again, being cautious as he pushes through Palace. This time they're going to go back and get the bomb. Still utility being used, the basic connector, and Dren's kind of got to challenge this so he knows what's coming. Trying to find a cheeky equalizer over the top of the smoke. FNS got to be careful with his movement. In any moment now, the floodgates will open, and Cloud9 look like they're going to hit. They're poised to come up connector into this A-bomb site.
Yeah, Dren is really the only one that could stop him right now. If he falls, then this A-bomb site is going to be in a lot of trouble. One great kill. He really trying for the transfer. Missed shot from Mo. He's got 1 or 2 more chances. Not even that. Rush going to come out and seized. Nothing he could do. Rush didn't peek out far enough, so he's in some trouble. 25 seconds here. 4 people on the bomb side. He's going to take down 1. That actually stops the bomb plan. That's a bit confusing. FNS will take down Seized. And now it's just Doja left. Nice shot from Automatic.
Tarek is just trying to find a safe place to plant the bomb.
Anywhere. These rounds are just so close on time and on players as well.
Yeah, there has been some weird engagements that lead to those awkward late round scenarios, but obviously Cloud9 coming out on top, and that's all the money for Gambit. They invested in the AWP in the previous round, so they're out. Just back down to the USPs. A Dren on the Deagle. They actually got a pretty decent amount. That wasn't the harshest of resets, so 1 save should just about do it, and then they can buy again with a 3-round losing bonus. Assuming, of course, they don't turn this one on its head. Cloud9 has all 5 players lining up towards A. Here come the smokes. They can play in front of them. They just really don't have anything to fight with. It would take incredible sequence from a Dren with this Deagle. It's all they really have to challenge. Good clear from Rush. Mentioned Rush has a great entry fragger on the desk, but sometimes up and down games, and at the moment starting out okay.
Deagle not going to be put in play. Sure, the USPs will, though. And that's going to be the final kill for Rush. Small detail, you saw one of the Gambit players, I'm not sure exactly who it was playing that the stairs, but he tried to block the smoke that was coming in. We've seen that more and more recently.
I think part of it was, what game was that? I think it was at the Major when Guardian was like blocking those smokes from Cloud9 on the rap side of Inferno.
Yeah.
I feel like ever since people saw how effectively you can do it, like I've always seen some kind of cheeky blocks like towards the window here on Mirage, but I think once people saw the advantage it's giving Guardian with a crack out of the smoke that Cloud9 wasn't expecting, everyone's kind of trying to get more involved with it. Tarek is he gonna look for the boost? Oh, the smoke just covers Hobbit's vision. Very fast up connector. There's a pop flash and Dren trying to spray around the corner. They know where he is as well. Tarek's winning that fight. So much low HP on this Gambit side, and finally players are going to be going down. C's can't really fight. He does have a kill. He's pushed A ramp and he finds the bomb. That's a big frag.
But that buys so much time. Even if it's going to be hard for him to hold it alone, but he picks up an AWP and takes down Rush. This is just brilliant play coming out here from Seized. Now Tarek is the only one left as they got the kill on automatic there. Losing the bomb that far back, even with a minute, that's just going to throw whatever plan there was in complete disarray.
There's so many weird rounds so far in this game with some of these pushes, with some of this aggression, and a great job by Seized. Tarek left in an almost unwinnable scenario where he knows there's an AWP. Does he want to actually run the gauntlet and back all the way through T-spawn? Probably feels like that's his only choice, his only possibility, but with three players survive, right? He's not going to assume that the B bomb site is clear. Like maybe if it's a 1-on-2, he could say it's probably going to be clear. So now he's got a decision to make, and Mo is rotating over towards B. Tarek's actually going to come through middle. From connector, he's going to go up to A.
Two people waiting. The only advantage is he can kind of fight both of them, and they're both kind of low. There's one. Is he going to check for the second? No, he won't, and that's the end of him. If he had, he probably could have won that fight against Adren, but it is a bit much to ask. I mean, it's not exactly likely that they were both going to be there. So, good attempt, good try for Tarek. I mean, at that point, it would have been very hard to win the round. 4-3, and Gambit winning, I think, a very important round there. They were struggling, but they still are, with the money.
Off the back of C's, who's been criticized pretty heavily for some time now, ever since he took over the in-game leadership of Na'Vi. He's never really bounced back to his previous form, which is unfortunate for such an exciting player that we saw through time. But either way, having some good impact here for Gambit, at least in that previous round. And now, Cloud9, 2 players in the B halls and underpass, 3 players waiting at top mid. Don't have a whole lot of nades. They only have 2 smokes, so they're going to have to make them count. When those go down, they have to utilize them to either gain ground towards that B bomb site if they want to split the B attack, or wherever they're going to go, but they can't just sit around lackadaisical. Here comes a run boost.
Yeah, it's not going to catch anyone, and that's a good leg shot. Mo bringing Tarek down to 18 health. The beginning of these rounds for Cloud9 are quite slow and measured. Just, you know...
It's a big difference from a couple months ago, isn't it?
It really is. Just, I mean, I don't really mind that they're doing it. Just gotta get some of the things right, you know? Like, gotta have enough time to actually rotate with the bomb. Gotta have the bomb to begin with.
Yep, that would help.
See how this is gonna work out. This could actually be great.
You you wonder when the speed pickup is gonna be like the uppercut, right? That's kind of the next thing.
Oh, that's a good Molotov to force Doja back, so... Part of the trap has already been broken up. But again, only 28 seconds. Automatics in middle. But if they slow this down at all, Gambit, Cloud9 could be in trouble. They're going to try and see if they can explode out of the apartments, but they're just getting completely shut down. Never even touching the bomb site. That, for all that setup and all that maneuvering around and everything, you definitely want more out of it than just that.
I mean, yeah, that's not Cloud9's game. They like, I mean, you have players here, Rush and Tarek and even Automatic, who can challenge and who can like make their presence known, and they're very good with, you know, knowing when to take a fight, when to commit to it. So you want to see them start probing the defense and actually attacking. I think the big thing that holding them back is the lack of nades, the lack of utility. And there was one nice counter Molotov from Gambit, right? As soon as that Molotov came down for Doja, a nade was thrown, which forced Cloud9 to kind of bail out of holding for Doja's escape. And then they throw a counter Molotov and Cloud9 can't push forward.
Both Mo and Hobbit. Oh, that's such a good attempt, and Seized lives through it. I think that must have clipped the edge of the box and just put him at 41. But in that last round, none of the B defenders actually had any flashbangs in their eyes, right? They were just shooting freely. There was nothing was stopping that. Really, really good kill for Hobbit. Ducking down and actually trying to minimize the height of his model by looking into the ground. It's going to be surviving the round. That's a quick reaction from him. And this is suddenly a really good comeback into the first half here for Gambit. 6-1. And they're looking much better all of a sudden.
A phenomenal sequence of rounds as well, where Gambit's able to build so much money. They're all sitting right around 3,300 to 4,000, some even well over 4,000 in the bank.
Yeah,
there's that buffer round. Yeah, Cloud9's done a really, I mean, that's investment in that previous round, right? Around that AWP, they force spot because it's going to be a double save, and they only get, I think, the 1 kill, which isn't great. And now they're just going to have to sit back, and I think for Cloud9, we're going to see that kind of timeout come in after this round. Talk about what they want to do. This next gun round for Cloud9 is pretty crucial.
Doja gonna be putting up a smoke just in case anything was gonna happen, but no armor or anything. If you could get a bomb plant down in the round, you'd be quite happy. That would help out a fair bit.
It's not going to happen. They don't seem to have any kind of plan to get into the bomb site. Just going to see what they can find, and obviously it was nothing. So Rush with the P250. He's fighting admirably. He does get 1 kill onto Adren at top mid, and Adren kills him from the grade with a grenade. That's 3-7 though, and here come the AKs again. And Cloud9 have been stuck without an AWP on Skadoodle quite a bit. I think we've only seen it a fair few rounds.
Yeah, if even that. I mean, it's
1 or 2, I think.
Is it when is it time for a tactical timeout? I feel like they're just sort of stumbling around a little bit here.
I thought it would have been now. This slow play style that they've come out with hasn't been great. Hasn't been too effective for them. Pretty fortunate to win some of those rounds early on that they did anyways. This looks more of a contact play. Like it's going to be a little bit faster paced. They're going to find a timing, and actually, it's right now. Here they come. Flashbangs over. Smokes him out at the choke points, but Seized holds him off. Double kill, and he's still holding the line. 3 frags for Seized, and Cloud9 once again just make absolutely no progress. Gambit is making them look silly.
Nets can't get that kill, so it will be a clean sweep for Gambit. Everybody surviving on the CT side, 8-3. And I actually thought that would have been a good call. I think that looked like the sort of thing that could have worked. Yeah. But C's just said no thanks.
Oh yeah, he's having a very good game so far. I mean that was huge. He kind of jumps off that ladder and slides a little bit faster than Tarek expected, but the immediate headshots allow him to get such a critical multi-kill. And when you get those kills right on the entry fraggers and everything, like all the danger of that kind of hit goes away. The speed is the real thing for that kind of a contact play. So once the first 2 players are dead, you lose that advantage. Everyone kind of knows what's coming after that.
11 kills on Doja, 10 on Adren, then 9, then 8, then 8. That's a close field right now on the Gambit team. Everybody doing a really fine job. Automatic's at 11 kills, but then the rest of Cloud9 are all at 5 or below. So there needs to be something happening there as well.
Yeah, there's too much fragging power on this Cloud9 team to be stuck that low on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that shouldn't be the problem, right? Like they should be in other places maybe that we start to see it.
Well, here we go. Small investment, CZs and armor and utility, but again, it's just no map control. There looks like Cloud9 just want to wait for this smoke to clear and hit this B bomb site. Gambit's really been able to dictate the pace of this map so far, just with their utility usage.
Yeah, Doja trying to put a bit of pressure on.
So I'm assuming this smoke execute is going to come out at the B bomb site. These 2 players, Tarek and Automatic, one of them will get boosted in the window room. They're hoping the attention of the catwalk player is drawn away so they can make that happen and get a flank in, but Adren's watching for it. He's already shut that idea down.
Nice enough attempt. I mean, I think that actually would have been a pretty good plan. Gonna get 1 kill there. Maybe a bomb plant if Finesse is quick, and yeah, there's actually no one there that can stop him. So they would have done that much, and I think that is almost mission accomplished already. If they could take a rifle away or maybe do a bit more damage, that would be fantastic. Finesse will do just that. So 2 kills and a bomb plant. Not too bad, all things considered. But we're getting kind of close to the point in time where Cloud9 can't really spend any more time having, like, you know, sort of small victories. They need rounds. And, like, now.
Yep. We're well there. We'll see what they've got. They're finally going to have the AWP back in Skadoodle. They have a full losing bonus built up of 6 rounds in a row for Gambit now. A plant is going to help out as well. So everything they could possibly need. And actually, with that extra $800 of the plant, they have, you know, a decent base of money where they'll have a strong buy in the next round with a full losing bonus if they were not to win. But you feel like Cloud9, they've got to get up towards 5. You get something that they can work with into the second half, and they've never been able to really get mid control all that well. And even when they have had it, Gambit's been able to pick a few people off.
No CT side aggression coming out from the Gambit team. I guess there's nothing that Gambit needs to change right now.
Yeah, why would you be aggressive? Why would you change anything up? You've been dominating Cloud9 recently. They haven't shown that they can get any openings.
Nobody at top mid, so Mo just going to take up position with the AWP. Looks like they're going to try for another run boost. Is he going to catch them? Last time he legged one. If they're airborne for too long... Oh, that could have gone very bad. Adrena's in there as well. Hobbit is close by, so if it turns into an all-out fight, even Doja is now sneaking in towards the catwalk. That means nobody's really on B. Doja's the closest one by. That's a bit odd.
I think they're fine with it. They're expecting some presence from mid because you can see, yeah, now that they feel no pressure there, Mo is going to be the one to rotate towards that B bomb site. So there's the shift in the defense you were looking for. Automatic just going to be hiding in mid to cut off rotations to play the post plan. It's going to be a 4-man attack on the A bomb site. Seized is there with an AK. Adren is there with the M4. Plenty of utility still for Cloud9, and actually they just choose to walk out. They just choose contact play before the smokes are up. Another mistake from C9. That's them 2 players down before they get into the bomb site.
Tarek has got one in return, but for the American team, things are really starting to look bad here as Seized and Hobbit take a couple of kills each. It's now Finesse 1 versus 3 with 7 seconds left. He's going to go down to Hobbit, and Gambit just, I mean, they're just in full cruise control right now. They've won 7 rounds in a row.
Gambit's obviously looking great, but Cloud9's doing them a lot of favors as well. I mean, you have the full utility for the first time in about 4 or 5 rounds if you're Cloud9, and that hit comes in before any smokes are thrown. They get picked off before they plume.
Yeah. Got to get that timing right, you know? Otherwise...
I mean, we've seen them run those kinds of things before. I mean, the idea, right, is that you've got that opening kill before the execute, so you get in front of the counter nades, you beat the rotations, you have that extra, like, 2 seconds to really get in front of the rotator, but it's just risky to do when you're down this much and you haven't been able to make it successful previously.
Seized should be dead in this execute, because they have so many Molotovs. There should be no way that he could stand where he is without fire touching his feet, but no one's thrown anything yet. That might be a big problem. Seized coming in with another great spray down, taking 2 with him. They forgot about that 1 point. Look at it, there's fire everywhere else on that bomb site except his position, and Hobbit is going to take Tarek with him. Going to be another kill coming in, and now tapping away long range. FNS will get one, but again, he's alone. At least he has some time, but this is a kind of a collapse on the Cloud9 side. I wasn't expecting this.
No, no one was. Well, apparently Yanko and Jad were, but this is looking great for Gambit, 11-3.
But Gambit are playing really well. I don't want to take anything away from them, but there is clearly something that's not really in sync for Cloud9 at the moment.
Seized has been able to have his way with a bunch of executes, and I think that's kind of the big thing is Cloud9 haven't been able to get anything going with mid control. They've been shut down at B a couple times. And over towards the A-bomb site, Seized has just been punishing them every time they've gone there. And now he's got the auto-sniper. Yeah, and another rifle behind him that he can pick up in case he sort of has to retake. He doesn't want to do it with the auto-sniper. That's having a lot of money. He is so rich. Mo going to be escaping back through. No one could stop him, apparently. And Adren is on the other side. It might... Oh, wow, the timing. Looking for a free kill, and there it is. Second engagement and double for him. Tarek doing a good job though. Cloud9 just tunnel visioned, and this is, oh, the auto sniper misses its first shot. Going to get in the open, he's going to tag down Snoodle, making it look easy, just the head, and Tarek outplays him. Triple kill for the Cloud9 star, and there's FNS chiming in, lurking through the B bomb site.
Yeah, Hobbit still in a position to actually stop this. It's going to be a grenade, not yet. Tarek walking by, and the bomb dropped. Hobbit is on 8 health, but still a little bit tricky. Grenade doesn't really do anything to FNS, and he just takes him down. Well, not bad at all. We're going to go check in with Stunner at halftime.
Well, Chad Burchill. I'm down here with the Sponge himself. Chad, you predicted Gambit to win this one. Talk to me a little bit about this matchup so far.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for Gambit so far. Cloud9 really had a rough time establishing mid control, and that's where, you know, Gambit, they could have 3 players all over them at all times. Looking pretty rough, but hey, city-sided map.
What about that shirt, Chad? That looks really nice.
Thanks, man. You know, I love to wear the freshest gear, and Hacks GG provided me with all it.
And something about hanging out with the chillest dudes. Either way, get your POG champs out. We're going into the second half. Take it away, Jason.
Thank you, Trace. Nice to see you figure out how to work that microphone.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Chad's just really turned into a shill, hasn't he?
He has a little bit.
You do love to see that.
Can we get him like a tattoo at some point? Maybe we could like a little bit of branding there. I'm sure you could do that.
I've always thought that it would be cool to sell.
Go on.
Shit, I don't even want to say it. You know, what if you could get like a sponsor? What if I got like a makeup paint on the side of my head?
You're trying to use your own bald head as real estate for
yeah,
for
as a billboard.
advertising.
Yeah, I feel like because if you're on an analyst desk, right, and you're always looking to the right,
Yeah.
that left side of your head is valuable.
Listen, Moses, I fully endorse it. I think this is a great idea.
Well,
Oh, he just gets out the window. He's about to get completely trucked. The Glock's still hunting him down. Tarek on the run, and he's going to get shot down. Adren, that is an excellent entry. He saw the weakness. He knew he had the opportunity. Runs and even headshots Skadoodle in the meantime. And now Finesse wants to make an opening, some sort of play. Something has to work here. Doja going to get one more kill, and it's falling apart. Adren still making it work. A little bit in return here, but FNS is simply too low on health to really make this work. Adren already got a double kill, and I think he almost assisted on one of them as well, so excellent finish. Triple kill for him, and 12-4 in favor of Gambit. Shocking start to the second half as well.
yeah, they really wanted to get into that B bomb site. Adren was never going to let Tarek get away. That is such an aggressive hunt down. He's consolation prizes at the end here for FNS, but it was all over from there, especially when he follows it up with the headshot onto Skadoodle. That means the closest reinforcements can't even get in to help out, so everything is just slowed. No chance of being able to hold the site, and then that site's so difficult to retake on the B, or on the pistol round as well. 4-12, Cloud9. That first half was bad, and now it's getting even worse.
What a way to get started in the quarterfinals. I mean, she said people were a bit surprised that Gambit made it to the quarterfinals, and Cloud9 have been looking good. So if you take the early results, you're thinking, this should be a pretty good game for Cloud9. Not so much right now.
No, I think Cloud9's going to be stunned after this map. Well, it'll be interesting to see how they come back into the second one. I mean, I thought this is over. Chad did say it is a CT setup map. We've seen comebacks happen from the CT side, but not the way that we're currently seeing these guys play at the moment. Adren and Hobbit are having great games, 17 and 16 kills, and Mo is just going to take off Tarek's head. They've been quiet all across the map, but Tarek just wanted to find out what was coming.
Yeah, wasn't even trying to start any kind of fight. Just a little bit of peek into the middle. Skadoodle can't get away. And very smooth, very... Like, the pace for Gambit here on the T side is looking really good.
They have an answer for everything, don't they? They're ready for everything that comes next.
It's just always fun to see teams that can... So, like, if they need to, they'll rush down, they'll hunt someone, but then they slow it down again and they can manage it. Because, like, there is a way to screw that up if you... Like, if you slow down at the wrong time, you're just giving the enemy team time to relocate. But if you're at the right time, then it can work really great. And I feel like Gambit is hitting that sweet spot where, like, they're aggressive and fast at the right times, then they're sort of slow and paced at different times, and it's just all working out really well.
Has looked very easy for Gambit. They're going to get up towards 13, and they even know where FNS is. You can see him just blocking each other off. He's going to push forward, try and get aggressive. He's got to now because of the flames. Gambit looking to cruise through map 1. Still Cloud9 with investment in the second round. Can't buy here, so it's going to be an easy march for Adren and company up to 14 on the verge of map point.
Yeah, excited fans getting ready for a little
Excited
bit more
baguettes. Well, we need that guy. Who was the guy in the preview who was like, "Welcome to Marseille," and he had the baguette.
I think it was beautiful. I really like it. I haven't had a chance to have any yet. I feel like that's almost
What, baguettes?
yeah, it's almost criminal, isn't it? Like, now that you're here. We spend so much time making memes about it.
We should at least share one.
We should at least go that far. I mean, this is obviously, if you are just joining and you don't know what's happening, this is the second quarterfinals only. There are 2 more coming today. So
some bangers later on as well.
Oh yeah,
that Nip Fnatic is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Then Astralis FaZe, perhaps one of the best rivalries we had last year for some time.
Yeah, and even if FaZe have been looking a little bit weird, I can't see Karrigan not having a plan for that game.
Yeah, you feel like it's always a grudge match for him against Astralis,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like he's always got some mind game prepped in terms of the veto, in terms of whatever it might be. 3 kills for Adren as they manage a delayed mid-push. Rush has 1 kill, but 4 HP, and certainly he's not long for this world as Seized with a MAC-10 is on the hunt. Jumping into the window, and as soon as Rush peeks out, he's just going to die. Here's the footsteps, hoping they don't check the corner. He gets lucky. Seized looks the wrong way.
I mean, any little bit, I suppose, at this point in time. Somehow getting just a lot of damage in. I mean, this is going to be very annoying. You're absolutely right. 1 bullet is going to end him, but he's managed to stay alive a lot longer than I would have thought. And, oh my god, it's so close. That would have been beautiful. If he got the MAC-10 kill, that would have been so much money to work with all of a sudden.
That would have cracked me up. I would have started laughing, I think, if he had won that battle. 14-4. Finally, the real guns are out for Cloud9. They pretty much only have this one stand to make. Skadoodle with the AWP, 1 kit on Rush. It's him and Automatic who have the most utility, but they've got to go on such a deep rung.
Give me the forecast, Moses. What are the odds that Cloud9 make it back?
It's got to be very, very small, like less than 10%.
Less than 10%.
Yeah.
All right. Not much faith, but we'll see what happens.
You know, you have to be given something to have some faith, right? You have to see something that they could rely upon, and at the moment they don't even have anyone really performing consistently, like even just one person. Chance for FNS, though, to start this out the right way. Smoke clears. He's got 2 before being traded off. It's Automatic's turn. He's up next, looking over the top of the smoke. He spots the head, but can't find anything. And Gambit don't have to commit to this. There's still a lot of time in the round, but they're going to move forward. Automatic doing work, but can't find the kills. 3 players here, essentially, for Cloud9.
Yeah, they've got so many people on this bomb site. Skadoodle going to be helping out, making sure that Automatic can stay alive. And Hobbit, the last one left, trapped in the corner, and Tarek will take him down. Good. I like the spray transfer for FNS there. That was very much on point. He realized that one guy had already run past him.
Yeah. That guy's completely blind as well towards the end, and Adren not able to make it out of the window if that was his goal.
Well, in a panic situation like that, you know, you can end up changing targets too quick, right? So that you actually do nothing at all. Like, that's definitely a scenario that we've seen before where people get a little bit too greedy, a little bit too panicked. So, yeah, good focus.
A lot of round for Gambit. A lot of rounds for them to figure out the winning recipe. They only need 2 more. And there's Skadoodle with an AWP getting started. Seized goes down. Is this a buy from Gambit? They have an AWP on Mo as well. Hobbit waiting for the peak, but Rush doubles up with Tarek. And all of a sudden, Cloud9 have a 5-on-3 advantage.
That's a good start to the second half, all things considered. Doja, Adren, and Mo. The bomb is very far back. Just sneaking in. That's got to be annoying if you're Skadoodle.
That's got to be a bit worrying. If Adren's able to build upon that to the second player, all of a sudden they have a chance. That player comes out Palace. Maybe someone from Cloud9's not looking the right way, and it's equalized, and they have control of the bomb site. So that was a very slim margin, actually, to where Gambit could have turned that in their favor. Well, in a 1 versus 4, there's 45 seconds left, so you imagine he's going to have to start moving forward. And there's no reason not to. You have plenty of rounds to save before Cloud9's even close to you, so go try and take some weapons away. Go try and find a kill or 2 at this A bomb site, see if you can get a plant, but take guns out of their hands, and it looks like he's not actually going to do that. He just wants to save the weapon for the next round. It's going to be the only thing they have, unless they decide to buy around it.
Yeah, or does he not want to give that AWP to Skadoodle? No, there's one over here they can pick up, so that would be trying to deny the double AWP even. So I'm not sure. Hopefully someone from Cloud9 will remember to go and pick up that sniper in the next 10 seconds. Yeah, Tarek is making his way over, so that should be fine. But yeah, I would have preferred if he just at least try to peek into the bomb site, you know, from the palace up there.
Yep.
Just get something done. Tarek does the oh god. Good stuff.
Listen, it's the Tarek era. He's not going to forget about something like the AWP.
I wasn't worried. I was just, you know,
He sounded a bit worried.
I was a little bit worried. 14-6.
Double up setup now for the CT side. Automatic has his. Skadoodle with the other, and it's only Mo with an op, and then all pistols for Gambit. So we'll see what he can do. You imagine he's going to be highly aggressive with that AWP. Almost gets the jumping shot. That is dangerous for Rush.
Yeah, that's all they have to survive now, right? The one AWP, just don't get shut down by it. Oh, sees the feet. That's such a good angle. Taking down Skadoodle, and look at the aggression drop, doubling up here. Rush has to stay alive for a little while, and Adren will take him out. That is very hard to watch. Automatic will do a good job, and Tarek will turn it around, but Mo is absolutely terrorizing this bomb site. Now they've got 2 AWPs to play with on the Gambit side. It's a little bit weird when you want the bomb plant, but Doja's going to take down Automatic. Oh no, Cloud9. This was supposed to be one of the easy rounds. They had all the rifles, just one player that they had to avoid. And Mo absolutely making it work. Now, FNS. It seems like he's alone in all of these clutches. Walking on in, trying to get it done. He's going to get the kill on Doja, but Mo will shut it down. Great triple kill and a great round for him. Putting himself at 17 kills and put it Gambit at 15 rounds.
Mo just feasting on North American fan tears in that round. That is an incredible, incredible round. I mean, Skadoodle should know better than to play with that smoke. That's pretty freaking that people check underneath those cracks, and that smoke always leaves a gap somewhere. But it's the build-up after that. Adren with one huge frag on a rush inside the bomb site really opens up the ability for Mo to get that aggressive on top of the stairs towards jungle, towards connector. And Cloud9, chances of a comeback now even slimmer as they give up an easy one.
Are there any American tiers left, or were they all spent in 2016?
Listen, we got plenty.
Plenty.
We'll always find something.
All right. Oh man, I was sort of low key starting to get into the comeback idea. I thought, all right, you know, this is doable, looking good. But that kind of round just takes almost all hope away. Nice kill from Tarek. Perfect timing. Skadoodle with the crossfire to help out a bit. Doja will take Tarek with him. He couldn't really find a way to fall back, I suppose. And now it's a 4-on-2 as Adren goes down. Tarek is having a good game.
Is he? He might be the only one.
Well, it's him and Finesse right now. And automatically, they are starting to come alive a bit here in the second half. It's just too late.
The problem is it's only been in patches, right? It's only been for like 2 or 3 rounds at a time, and then, you know, a round like that just kind of... The other problem is you just didn't give yourself a chance in the first half, right? Like, you need to get more rounds. Like, even... You can buy yourself some time, right? If you start slow in a series and you get the 5 rounds, like, maybe that gives you a chance to come alive in the second half, but only what, 3 or 4 in the first half? Like, that's just not enough, especially losing the pistol round. C's is still going to provide an opportunity here to win this. Actually, all of Cloud9 is so far away. That's a huge pick for Skadoodle, and actually Doja's going to challenge before getting the bomb down, and he wins that one. No time on the clock, and he decides not to plant. That's interesting.
Yeah, I would have thought he wanted to go for that. Still going to get that kill, and my God, that was interesting. Making it very expensive. Cloud9 not going to be happy about that at all. 15-7. There is this is sort of a... This has a similar feeling as to when we're watching FaZe play in this tournament, where they get that really slow start, then they have to grind their way back, and even almost more painfully, they almost do, you know? Right. And then some of the games it's been just a little bit too scary, you know? Yeah,
Cloud9's not, they haven't really fallen into that tendency whatsoever. That's something that they kind of overcame.
Yeah.
You know, I guess the major. Those are nice kills from Doja, but obviously, no plan. He did get the bonus money. I think that's the important thing. He didn't get stuck on 0. And they're actually going to go for another buy, Anders.
Yeah, Henry's not happy, obviously.
When is he? When is he ever?
Yeah, happy isn't his primary mode of being. I've seen him... I think Sassy Henry's my favorite Henry.
Sassy Henry?
Sassy Henry, I actually love Sassy Henry. I might say that.
I like Dominatrix Henry.
Yeah, oh, well, that's a rare one right there. Don't get to see that every day. Tarek getting a really important kill on Doja, making sure that they could not complete that rush in towards the B bomb site. Otherwise, they would have maybe had a better time connecting with these guys coming out of the B hallway. Somehow Seized jumped into the window anyway, and this round is just way too effective. I actually thought as soon as Tariq sort of stopped that part of the push that the people coming out of the B hallways would also have no chance because there'd be no distraction. In the end, it will be fine. It's all fine, Rose. Don't worry.
Well, don't say that just yet. Mo's still alive with 6 health. Just
No
the kind
way,
of
Mo.
just the kind of round.
0%
chance. You're gonna go there.
Yeah, 0%.
All right.
I want to put a plan on it.
Yeah. Very small chance that Mo actually wins this one. But I mean, still, this is an issue for Cloud9 because look at the money. Look at how much cash they have, and look how much money's been taken away. They're gonna have to reinvest. And Gambit still has plenty of rounds to win in this fashion, where maybe it's just one round they're missing a smoke and a Molotov. Maybe they're missing a kit. You never know what it could be down the stretch that's going to cause you to lose it.
And Mo's given himself the best chance that he can in terms of sneaking around, and he actually gets a headshot, taking down Rush. 19 seconds. Can he find the kill on Tariq? He's out there, and a little bit of flashbang. Now he knows where he is. This is just great play. Oh, the grenade actually doesn't touch him. Heist is not over yet. 7 seconds. There's the Molotov, and finally Tariq's going to take him down.
I was hoping, just because you've been such an asshole to me over the years about that 0% thing, I was praying. I wanted it so bad.
Part of me wanted it as well, because that was... He actually... Think about how hard it is to play yourself back into a round like that. Like, even to get close enough where you could say maybe, you know?
Yep. With 6 HP as well, you're going into a bomb site you know where absolutely nobody is, and he just plays it so well. 8 to 15, Cloud9 still clawing themselves back in, and I like this call. You've been sitting back and you've been letting Gambit get whatever they want, and you've been taking a lot of losses because of it. Group up, stay as a pack, even on the CT side. Be the aggressors. Shut them down. Still not out of the realm of possibility is this comeback. They've got to win 6 in a row from here to force overtime, and they're going to have all the money they possibly could need now. Op is in the hands of Skadoodle. They're juggling weapons over in CT spawn, trying to figure out who's going to take the M4s and the SMGs. And actually, I think knowing because they simply can't lose any rounds, they just upgrade all the guns. They're not even trying to play for a better economy, and it's probably not the worst idea in the world. You'd hate to lose because you were in a fight with an SMG when you could have had an M4.
Yeah, this is all or nothing at this point. Looking to win 6 rounds in a row from here on out, to bring it into overtime and then continue the victory. It would be... I think it'd be quite a strain on Gambit if they had to play overtime the first map after being up this far, you know? You're up, what, 11-4 after the first half? You win the pistol as well, and then... Like, surely that's it, right?
Yeah, you'd think so. It was like, yeah, it was a 14-4 at one point.
Yeah.
So here we go. Smoke's being used. A lot of utility used by both teams, really, but especially Gambit, who's eventually going to have to choose a bomb site, and they haven't found any of those kills they would like. You can see they're slowly constricting towards A. One in connector, one coming up the ramp. This op is here in CT spawn, though, and with only one smoke, they're not going to be able to block him off. It's going to have to be just a god-tier flash, and actually, Sue's got to be careful when he chooses to use his nade. He needs gun out. Help support Rush. There's the flash. Doesn't provide too much of an opportunity. And Skadoodle takes off the head of Hobbit, and it's a 2-man advantage for Cloud9. Now they can make it into the bomb site, and Doja actually, Skadoodle's got to be careful now. He's being spammed down. He's going to go for the peek. He's sliding out behind the box, and he's found a new angle.
Nice hold from Seized. Blocking off that window room. A lot of damage onto Tariq as well. He's in a little bit of trouble. Flick does not connect, but automatic with a shot. There's Skadoodle picking up the kill on Doja and Adren. Now, really weird position. Out in the middle of the bomb site. Thinking about where to go, and he's going to jump the corner. Tariq is waiting for him. I'm not really sure where he could have gone from there. Like, he couldn't get out from the center of the bomb site without getting spotted by somebody.
Yep, he was boxed in. That's a really tough situation to win. Your only chance, I guess, is maybe to get into the bomb site, or maybe Skadoodle was to get aggressive and you could pick him off and open up something, but there was nothing really Adren could have done there. So Cloud9's still in it and is going to get a timeout this time from Gambit. But another round where they've taken a lot of money, where they've gotten the plan. I imagine because they've kept the money so low, Gambit continues to buy, and even without an op, even without all the utility they may want, I'm not really against the idea, just because it's going to be a heavy reinvestment from Cloud9. Keep that money low as long as you can.
Yeah, they could get AKs on everybody, so if they want it, they could continue the pressure if... doesn't look like they're going to do it.
Looks like a half buy coming out, which
Yeah.
which is fine as well because they've had a lot of success with those in finding 3-4 kills each time. So pistols with some light nades. They want their next buy to be as strong as possible, and it will be. Everyone's sitting, you know, in the 2000s. And we're going to go live here on round 26. Cloud9 still fighting to get back into this game.
Turning into a tight match all of a sudden. Some distractions being pulled over here at the B bomb site. Adren is alone, trying to make himself look and feel like he's more than just one person there as the rest are pushing up, but Skadoodle will connect with a great shot and the Molotov to block off. That's another one looking for the triple. He's got the pistol out and Cease will drop him finally, but Rush can clean it up. And Adren did his best. Wasn't enough to really distract, and good shots being hit by Skadoodle. That's a little bit encouraging. If he can start to really connect with that AWP, that might bring them back in the game. Bring them into overtime.
They need him to come alive here, and that's a good start. Also, using his own Molotov towards Palace to be able to push up into the site and get a new angle and actually attack. You can see everyone from Cloud9 starting to get have a little bit more initiative to their play. Ooh, you never want to do that. Knifing the in-game leader right in the back. That's when he sends you in first. He's like, all right, for that, you go in first.
Yeah, that's...
Through the smokes.
You just volunteered. Automatic's taking some damage on the other side. Doja has got... we could get a pretty deep angle, I think. Not quite got it yet. But sometimes if you can get to this part of the hallways and sort of just get a look into the A-bomb site, that can be really good information.
Both teams are so afraid of early. They don't want to lose to any kind of a push from the CT side. They don't want to lose to some kind of a fast rush up catwalk. Skadoodle, Tarek, and Automatic have everything they could possibly want in middle. Interestingly enough, it's Tarek with the other AWP, not Automatic, and just now using their flashes to find the information. That's so well timed that it's going to allow Skadoodle and Automatic to rotate over towards A to get here for the hit that's going to come in. When they feel no pressure on the stack, they go find the information for themselves, and this is about as good as it can get for Cloud9.
Yeah, they've got a great setup to deal with this. The smoke is going to block it off, though, and Skadoodle actually challenging. That's very bold. Moving into Sandwich with the AWPs, taking a little bit of damage, and he's going to go down. Nice headshot from Doja, but Automatic is there with a return on one. Double kill. No, actually, it's going to be Rush to steal that one. Just as he goes down, Mo can't connect with the AWP. Now the pistol's out, and Automatic looking for the triple. Gonna get run down by Doja. There's only 15 seconds, and Seized is making his way up the connector. Can they cross into the site? Not this time. Tarek says no. And now Doja, he's been very good, but he's running out of time. He needs to get the bomb plant right now. Can't even fake it, and they're gonna be running right on top of him. FNS knows it. Trying to see if he can edge him out. Doja, 1 versus 2, and this would be for the map if he could do it. Grenade landed his feet, forcing him into Tarek's open crosshair, and that's going to be a double kill. Tarek and Automatic to really win the round there. And Cloud9 now at 12 to 15. This is looking a bit weird now, Moses. I don't know what to make of all of this.
Yeah, they're making it happen. Well, the big thing is the individuals are starting to come alive. In the first half, we saw them just looking flat, but now the players are here and things are starting to work. Good hold from Automatic initially from underneath the balcony. A little bit of a cheeky angle through the gap in the boxes to find the first kill and the follow-up after that. Fortunately, Gambit had used all their utility, so couldn't cross when Skadoodle had the angle with the op. And now they've. I mean, this timeout is huge. It's been 6 straight for Cloud9, and even though they've had a couple times on the rope, like close to being knocked out, and just in terms of the money they have available, they've sustained pretty much everything as Gambit thrown at them. Remember, the only gun round that Gambit won in this half so far was 4 pistols and the op on Mo, and Mo just did everything, just did craziness. Other than that, they've only actually got into the bomb site twice. They've been stalled out twice as well. So all things considered, not too bad from Cloud9.
No, they've had a very good run. 6 in a row is not bad. Gambit had 8 in a row when they were on the CT side, so if they can just mirror that, it's going to look a lot better all of a sudden. And Gambit is still just thinking, surely one round we're going to have a good opening, and this might be one of them. Good return grenade, but Tarek has gone down. And again, it's at the hands of Mo. He's playing a pivotal playmaking role right now, opening up some of these positions.
Well, Automatic's gonna go get that AWP. He wants to build on an FNS. Oh my god, what a shot from FNS. He's got so much pressure. Looking up, he finds one more. Oh, FNS. Heroic in a really tough situation. And he's gonna build. No, he's taken down eventually, but Automatic's found the positioning. I don't know how Finesse has done that, but the impact there cannot be overstated, and now the ops are in position. It looked like Gambit was gonna be able to pounce upon that. Like, they found the timing.
Such a good hold. I'm just continuously surprised at the fact that we're finding FNS at the top of the scoreboard for so many of these Cloud9 games. Maybe I just underestimated him coming into the team, but I felt like he wasn't going to be able to sort of keep up with the likes of Automatic and Tarek and
That was the main
rest.
criticism, right? When he joined
Yeah.
the team, the criticism was, yeah, you now have an in-game leader who can take that burden away from Tarek, but you know, individually he's going to be lacking. And obviously here he's showing that's not the case. Right when they needed him most, he steps up. 23 frags for FNS, 22 on Tarek, and
that might be one of the rounds that actually makes them into that puts them in overtime.
very well could be.
That kind of round is absolutely critical.
That first shot he hit was incredible.
Yeah. Not much showing at all.
Just giving him a haircut.
15-13, 29th round coming up, and Gambit with C-Sense, P250 in the mix, some utility, some armor. I think right about now you feel a bit nervous, a little bit uneasy.
Absolutely, you do. If you drop this number, it was 14-4 after the opening 3 rounds of this one. Gambit won the pistol and the 2 after that, 14-4, and then it was 15-6. This is what a comeback it will have been for Cloud9 if they can force overtime. They've got to get through this buy-in. We've seen a lot of comebacks stopped by just some kind of a silly mistake against these pistols, and there it is. Contact through the smoke. Rush is here for the opening kill. Tarek sets up the crossfire. Rush is holding strong, and Hobbit with one. That's not enough. Cloud9 have done it. They've survived the danger of the pistol, and the knife is out for Mo. Gonna get nowhere near. One more round for overtime.
Yeah, and thank you to Tarek for just illustrating, you know, how the mind of a top Counter-Strike player works. You know, just getting that spray and the immediate transfer into the apartments. You know, if somebody had walked out there, it would have looked just beautiful, wouldn't it? So I really appreciate that.
Daily reminder to always transfer your spray.
Yeah, definitely keep holding down that button and make it work, make the magic happen. 15-14, ladies and gentlemen, the 30th round is coming up now. Cloud9 have embarked on a truly epic comeback. They just need a little bit more, and they're going to be home safe. They've got 3 AWPs, which just seems like absolute madness. Doja is going to go down to one of them, so maybe it isn't. Tarek takes him down, falls back in towards the CT spawn. Gambit, I don't know how they must be feeling right now. This is weird.
They must feel this is the kind of game that makes the in-game leader just question, like, why did I ever agree to do this? What a nightmare.
Yeah.
They're going to be rotating back all 4, just buddy system. Now, if they can take this bomb site, all of a sudden this 3-up setup is going to look real silly.
If they can get Rush, both the AWPs that are holding, remember there are 3 of them, so both Skadoodle and Tarek have one. They don't have an easy time necessarily, so they can't obviously spray through the smoke. They can't necessarily help out the same way. So there's a minuscule chance here. I think Rush has got to stay alive and get at least the kill. Otherwise, it could get a bit weird. And there's Skadoodle helping out, taking down Adren, jumping on Rush's face, and he's going to drop them. That's overtime, 15-15 on map number 1 of the quarterfinals here. Great way to get started, and what a comeback for Cloud9.
Holy hell, yeah. Take the headphones off, FNS, and get a little bit of a break. Tarek as well, just like, what just happened? Same with C's, asking the same question. He looks just confused.
Not exactly happiness on his face. I mean, I'm, no expert in body
Facial
language,
reading.
but still.
No, that is an incredible comeback, and I don't know how it's happened that both of these teams just fall flat. I mean, you have to say, really uninspired T-sides, like really just basic, everyone sitting far back, slow pace, defaults, no one taking too many risks. And that can be part of the reason why, 1, the ops were so effective, but 2, why we're not seeing a whole lot of rounds on the board. I mean, that was just basic stuff, and everyone, maybe Gambit's just saying, we have so many rounds, eventually we're just going to luck into one of them.
Well, Dren wants to switch it up. You can tell. He's had enough of the slow and the uninspired Counter-Strike, and he wanted to see if he could push up and catch somebody at the edge. He maybe have missed his opportunity, and I think, yeah, he's going to instead fall back, so...
3 ops again for Cloud9. Skittle just gets behind that smoke as Seized comes through. Automatic forced away. So how do these ops work to a primarily connector hit? The bomb is dropped in T-spawn, so actually Gambit's taken control of the entire map. Control of connector, they have control of ladder and window room. Control of mid, obviously. Skadoodle's playing so deep in market towards the B bomb site. Tarek back in CT spawn, so Cloud9 is not really going to have any indication of what's coming, but that's a good pick. That's the Alper on Catwalk trying to peer into the A bomb site. Mo goes down. And now all of a sudden the turtle up, it seems like that can be effective. If Sees feels like he can make a play towards the B bomb site, he's going to run into a nightmare. Skadoodle with the op holding this angle, and it's going to be an easy kill for him. Again, if you're going to just sit back and walk into angles and not do an execute against the ops, they're going to be loving that.
Flashbang wasn't even all that effective, but it was enough for a Finesse to pick up a kill. Doja will take down one. It did sort of... I agree with what you're saying, but I feel like how many rounds could you get into the ladder room to look into window and all the way into connector, all the way into window, and looking into the A bomb site, seeing nobody? Like, that's so odd that that happened to Gambit. I feel like at that point they must have been thinking, this is, like, where are they, you know? Like, why is no one window? Why is no one even anywhere on the A-bomb side that we can spawn? I think that the frustration probably built behind that they were like, well, how do we find them then?
Yeah, that's a fair point, but I mean, you just fall back and run and execute. I mean, remember, there's a meta in Mirage where the entire goal was mid-control, get someone in ladder room, and then run back and hit the A bomb site and let him cut off the lurkers. This is a little bit better. This is going to be fast-paced. FNS right behind the smoke, though. They've seen this before. They're spamming him. Somehow, he's dodging all of those bullets, but good pick from Mo, jumping through, and Dren turned around. Good trade. They were prepared, but the ops can get involved now. There's a quick flank coming in. It's Tarek with a pistol, Skadoodle with one more, and they're going to have their 17th. The flames burning Hobbit into the open, and Cloud9 continue.
A lot of struggles for both the teams playing on this T side, and you got to give Gambit credit for at least trying many different ways to switch it up, right? But they aren't having the impact. They aren't winning the rounds.
I think this is 11 rounds straight now for Cloud9. It was 15-6, and now the 9 straight in regulation to force OT, and now 2 in a row here. This is mental.
Yes. It really is. On the verge of a huge comeback. If they can get 2 more rounds, they will have won the first map, and I don't think anyone saw that coming after the kind of beginning that we had. It was not looking good for them by any metrics at all. Everything was bad all across the board. And they have this same setup that they've been running so much, where they have Tarek, Skadoodle, and Rush inside of a triangular setup on that A-bomb side, and it's been working great. They have not been able to close it out. Tarek, though, gets put under a lot of pressure, and he's going to go down. Is that enough? Doja with the kill on Skadoodle, and now Rush is alone. This seems to be the answer. They've cracked it, and the A-bomb side will fall. The bomb is still in T-spawn, which is a bit weird.
I don't give time to see if someone can claw him back in, but Adren was waiting for just that in CT spawn. Now they know where FNS is. They don't even have to go here towards A. The bomb was heading in that direction, but it's going to turn around on Mo over towards B. And yeah, FNS, we've talked about, he's had a great game individually, and I think this one just might be too far out of his grasp.
Yeah, I think you can't plan your way into winning a 1 versus 4 like he's just had, and I think you need the other team to give you a little bit. Like, you need some sort of free gift somewhere, someone looking the wrong way, somebody being out of position so that you can make it a 1 versus 2, and then ideally you'd love a grenade to put some pressure on them too. That's a problem, but we'll see how he goes.
I mean, the tough part for him is this positioning over in market and out towards dark. There's going to be no one in the bomb side. He's going to have to spend... You know he's going to just assume someone's like at bench, someone's at van, and now you even have Hobbit watching for the cross windows. That would have been a big kill to get, but not going to happen. And now everyone's moving, converging on this position, wanting no space to be given. And that's an all-elusive T-sided round. Both teams have really struggled to find them.
Yeah, this is not always how Mirage plays out. Usually people are pretty creative in coming up with different things, or even not the creative strategies. I mean, I feel like if you've got 15 rounds, if you throw like 3 or 4 default A executes in, good chance you just, like, all you need is one good opening. This is the first time they've been able to crack that triangular setup where, and like every other time, they've just been shut down.
First time they really applied some fast pressure onto Connector, I feel.
Yeah.
I guess I could be forgetting like maybe one round earlier on, but most of their rounds were pretty slow-paced. So here we go. Cloud9 switches over. Now, this is the interesting part, because their T-side was horrendous, yes, but they were also horrible on an individual basis, and everyone seems to have come alive since then. So we'll see if something goes back to working. Looks like they want to set up a split-up Connector and up a ramp into that site. Dren has been playing so aggressively over this smoke. Pop Flash comes in. He's blind. He's going to get away, though. Nice job. Knowledge of the pathway back, and another counter flash comes in. How did Mo miss that one? Tarek is locked in. The spam coming in, and there's the win. Crouches under the bullet, and that might signal the rest of Cloud9 to move forward. A Dren around the edge of the smoke, not able to get anything. Cloud9 have done it. But Hobbit's going to slow them down on catwalk, and actually mistakes. They're getting over-aggressive, over-eager since they've gotten into the site.
Yeah, fine, automatic. Take the window room control, but don't push past that murder hole. It's just not worth it. Now it's a 2-on-2, and if they can't win this round, Cloud9, I think they are going to be really frustrated. They must know that they had the great scenario for it. 2 Molotovs left here on Gambit. That's a lot of trouble for us. He has to somehow make it out of that corner. The Molotovs aren't quite burning him. He's still staying alive, and now Gambit... Has turned against them. Skadoodle gets one and still alive down there, looking for the kill on Hobbit. Skadoodle! Oh my god, he gets the kill! Saving Cloud9 and putting them on 18 rounds. You saw Tarek looking down the line for his teammate in that booth, just looking at him, wondering how on earth did he do that?
It's one of those plays, one of those shots that Skadoodle is so known for. No matter how many of the easy ones he may miss at some point, this is what makes him such a good clusher, is he can hit incredible shots under pressure, the most unlikely of scenarios. Running out of bullets with the CZ as well. That is, he's come up big once again for Cloud9. Good job with the CZ, and this is the one.
Just trying. Oh, oh my god. Just look at Tarek. He's just looking for him. He
gives him that cheeky little smile.
Yeah, he's loving it.
Hobbit even puts in the chat, nice shot. After that's over with, there's nothing you can really do there, but respect the effort.
I mean, Hobbit is just one of the friendliest people that I've ever met, but that must be hard seeing that shot after
oh my
that
god,
kind.
there's a huge gap in the smoke. This is really interesting. I wonder if Mo is ready for it, and it looks like he is. Picks off Skadoodle around it. I thought that could have actually cost Gambit a player, but...
It's a triple op. Now Gambit are doing it.
It's,
why is this spreading, Moses?
An infectious disease.
Why have they done this to our lovely little game? We had some rules that we were trying to play by, and now we've got triple ops and auto snipers. And
2 ops and an auto, triple ops.
MP7 and auto
shotguns. Shotguns are coming in, yeah.
The madness is spread. More people are getting infected. Soon we'll have to isolate them, Moses, and make sure they don't.
Quarantine. Hobbit's going to have a nice flank, but automatic checks it. Hobbit wins with a P250. 2-on-4 scenario.
Well, Gambit looking for double overtime, and you can't blame them. They have played a very good game as well, and here on the CT side, if they can just lock it down, they still have very much a chance to win this. Seized, one of the core reasons why they did so well on the CT side. Excellent defense every single time at this A-bomb site. Continues in overtime. Going to be taking down Rush. Now just FNS 1 versus 4. Sneaking his way in. Seized has already spotted him. Time is going to be up no matter what. So that will be 18-17. This is quite the game.
It's gotten weird. It's gotten real weird, Anders, and we do love weird games. Another tactical pause is going to come out from Cloud9. I believe it's their 3rd of 4. Obviously wanting to close this one out right here, right now. Going to have another full buy. As we've mentioned, money doesn't matter in overtime. Everyone's got plenty. It's just win or bust. Cloud9 with one more chance to essentially steal this away.
Yeah. What's Gambit. The call, Moses? Give me that ace up the sleeve.
I don't know. Listen, this is why I'm not an in-game leader. I'd freeze up in overtime. I think you call like a Remember, they won off that split up connector. I think you do something similar. They had like a strategy at the major that they ran, and granted, it was with like Tarek and Stewie being the aggressors in middle and Catwalk to push all the way up. And I think you do something similar. Obviously, you don't have Stewie to pair up, and I don't know if maybe Rush is feeling that aggressive. Maybe he's feeling frisky at the moment, but...
In these 35 rounds, have we had even one window boost? Someone has jumped in the window, but have we had one real window boost?
Saw a couple attempts, but the problem is Cloud9 hasn't been able to get there because Adren's been playing so aggressively over the smoke, and he's had success doing it.
That's what's so hard in overtime. You have to remember all the things you either did or didn't do, and like like summarize what worked. It's not easy at all. 18-17 as we move into the last round of overtime here. It's either going to be double overtime or Cloud9 will somehow steal the game away after being behind 14-4 at one point, and that would just be a really weird start to a quarterfinals. The bomb back on towards the A ramp. Seized holding closest, but no one can really help him out apart from grenades. But he's going to have to take that battle alone if they come around the corner. And now he's sneaking in to get more information. This could be great. Just, if he doesn't move too far, this could be really interesting.
I think Tarek's in some trouble. What's the timing? Adren doesn't see him there. He turns around now, and there's the knowledge. Shark's brought down low. Seized with the kill, and Adren cleans it up as well. Seized gonna do more. The bomb is dropped far and away. No trades coming out for Cloud9, and yet again, they fail right at the finish line. It is gonna be double overtime. Gambit not ready to give up yet. Fighting for more, fighting for this map one. There goes
well
Rush.
done.
Yeah.
Seized is playing this very well. For the longest time, he's had so much nervousness in his game. You've seen it when he's been spraying, and it's just looked a little bit weird. But some of these individuals, like he's alone here. There's no one else that can help him out. And he was further back, and he decides, I'm gonna move up. I need to be in a different position. It works out, and it's worked out for a long time now. Really well done.
And also, I mean, this is a good point to highlight because I hope we don't have viewers that forgot, or maybe just new viewers who have come in who didn't see Seized on Na'Vi before Zeus left, before Seized had to become the endgame leader, because Seized was an incredible player for Na'Vi at one point. He was one of their best. He was almost like a, almost on that similar like Zipnik's level, where he just like had such good fundamentals, and obviously he's really struggled ever since that departure for, I guess that'd be about a year now. And landing in this home, and it's good to see him hit it on this map. We would like to see it consistently, because if he has a resurgence of form, that would be an incredible tool for this Gambit team.
He's really putting in the work in this first map. I feel like both teams now must have sort of a feeling that they have a claim for this win. It's gonna be hard for whoever loses to shrug it off and head into map number 2. We'll see how they manage to do this double overtime. It is FNS alone in the underpass with the bomb right now. Is that a giveaway? Does that tell you anything about where they end up?
No, but it is. I mean, it's centralized, right? So you can go up connector, you can go up catwalk, you can go back towards B. He has a lot of different options available to it. I'm wondering if maybe, because since we haven't really seen that a whole lot, I'm wondering if maybe he just took the bomb and forgot to drop it over to someone, or an awkward drop. He's also been one of the last players in some of these bomb sites at times, and she'll have a challenge here. Seized has switched over to the AWP. Here's Cloud9 inching their way up catwalk. They've got 4 Molotovs, but only 1 smoke, and all of Gambit have used theirs. Time's running out. Just 38 seconds. Rush is going to be a lurker, but Seized has been so patient, and he's rewarded.
Yeah, and I wonder if the fact that Mo fired his AWP down towards the CT spawn, if Rush heard that and thought, oh, the AWP is a little bit further away, I can edge this corner. Hard to know if that was the kind of information that he got from that. So he goes down. Tarek next, and now it seems like this first round not going to be working out all that well for Cloud9 as they lose Finesse. Automatic going to be the last one left. Not just the 1 versus 3, but the 10 seconds really, I think, is what seals the deal here. Automatic trying to stay alive or trying to do some damage. Not going to be really making any difference in the end. 19-18. And now we're looking for the first of 22 rounds.
We haven't really even seen teams outside of a couple rounds pick up the pace. It's been very slow TFs. I feel like that's something that you can at least try, right? Like, go towards it. See what you got.
My favorite fast-paced round is smoke window and connector and rush like 3 people on catwalk and the rest going for B hallways. Like a fast catwalk rush towards B bomb site. Yeah,
we've seen it be effective. Again, maybe Cloud9 hesitant to call it because of how much presence Gambit have had in connector. Look at this, 2 players there right now. One in AWP and one is Adren, who's been a monster from that position. Mentioned to Dren with his incredible performance yesterday. He's at 30 and 27. 27 kills for Hobbit as well, just behind him. And he's playing that critical position at top connector. That's his role on the defense, and it's one of the most important. Looks like a delayed split is going to come in, and that Molotov, you can see Automatic and Tarek just back away slowly, because if there's an alt peeking behind it, they can't really chase it down. They can't really do anything about it, and that narrow corridor means death.
Yeah, they don't really want to be seen either yet, right? They want to keep that that part of the play hidden for as long as they can. This position for Adren, he's been playing it pretty much the whole CT side, and it's working one more time. He's just getting such a big return on this one spot. Seized in the meantime is also taken down. Rush into Adren, he's going to be a free kill and taken down Automatic. Seized spots them, doesn't really need to fight. I'd play this one safely.
Nice
No
shot
reason
from,
to do anything here.
Yeah, nice shot from FNS to lead the way up. 35 seconds up, still a chance. Blind though, and there's Seized. Beautiful, beautiful headshot, and it's just Skadoodle, and he's had some heroics. He's been phenomenal in situations, but this might be too much. Gonna try and get into the site, and Adren puts him down. Triple kill for the Gambit star. And again, Cloud9 just losing far too many players on this T side before they can really pull off any kind of strategy.
Now we're talking, Moses. Double AWP and the auto sniper. I'm really warming up to seize the...
We need to come up with a name for this kind of a strategy. Like the raid boss buy and the pistol rounds, there needs to be something for the double op auto sniper.
We'll figure it out. Just give me a round and we'll sort it out. Hobbit. Quick back down. Grenade gets lobbed out. He was already tagged up Finesse, but now even more so. And there are flames. Oh no. That's not how you want to start this final round on the T side. No, not even anything returned there.
Yeah, but they're going to hit this bomb site, and that's a lot of nades used. Cloud9 has a small chance to get in. Doja blocked off, and Hobbit now looking that direction. Great wrap from Automatic, aggressive. The bomb is dropped down, and Mo's going to come through the flames. Picks off one, goes back for more. Eventually taken down, but now it's Doja's turn. It ends it with a double. Cloud9 almost make that work. A great recovery from Mo.
There might not be any way to know this, but I wonder if that smoke actually saved Doja instead of... It's thrown from the T side, and it's obviously meant to block him off so that he can't do anything, but he was flashed like a lot in the corner. This is actually just completely heroic from Mo. I don't know how he finds the space to do that. Just very well done. 21 rounds to the 18 of Cloud9. They need to win 3 in a row and bring us into triple overtime. Otherwise, they're going to lose the map anyway.
They won 11 straight in regulation.
They did do that. There is evidence, some evidence.
9 straight, I think it was, actually.
Still,
yeah.
that's a lot.
it's not an easy thing to do. 3 is no problem. They'll shrug it off. Hold my beer, Cloud9 says. We'll see what they got. Smoke is missed in the window. You don't want to give Skadoodle a chance to find a pick. There's a drop down. The flick over doesn't work. He's going to go back for more. You can tell Skadoodle wants it. But now he plays it smart. This is a fast-paced split towards A. Adren already coming around the smoke. Knockout punch incoming. Rush underneath the balcony gets taken down, but there's Tarek set up, and he can't go anywhere. He's got to fight his way out, and he's being successful. But he drops his rifle, and that spells his doom.
Yeah, he thought he could pick up another one. Hobbit's going to get one kill. There's Seized going down. And that's a bomb still out in the open. Mo is the one that maybe could pick it up. Finesse and Skadoodle. Everything on the line. They fought very hard to get into this position, but they need to find a way to close it out. And Molotov in the corner. Finesse once again. The fire almost catching him. He somehow makes it out. If Hobbit had been peeking that would have been the end.
Yep.
But he's given a second lease on life, and they're waiting now. This is what I was talking about earlier. It's the change of pace for Gambit in the middle of the round. Really aggressive, really early on. And now they're waiting. And Cloud9, do they know how to respond to this?
Playing it fine just now. It's just, can you hold your nerve for the entirety of the round? This happened, this stoppage of play was at 1 minute, and actually FNS finds the time to go get information. He's going to hear the footsteps. Molotov in towards CT spawn. FNS moves up. I don't think Mo realizes that he's hoping someone comes out from behind the boxes. This could be the play. This could be the round-saving play from FNS. He may have just done it again. Foiled Gambit. His teammate's gone down. He's got to win this. There's the kill, but Hobbit swings back out. That's map 1 complete in the